I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. I love the fact that I'm getting stronger than I ever seen myself. I'm getting more independent than I've ever seen myself in a while, and I'm getting more happy than I ever seen myself in a while. And all this is because I stepped up and took control of it. And I made my life better. I didn't complain. I didn't stick. I didn't pout. I got up and I did the work, and now my life is about to be better and more independent than ever because I have done the work to believe in myself. I've done the work to work on myself and get myself to that independent, comfortable place. And that's the best feeling, knowing I did the work and I put myself through it and I solved my own problems. And that's the best feeling in the world when you know you can solve your own problems and overcome all your own issues without having to ask for help or without having to ask people to solve them. That's the best feeling in the world when you can solve your own issues and find a way to deal with your own problems without depending on anybody else for help. That's what inspires me and keeps me going when I'm going through a struggle. When I can figure out a way to solve my own problem through spirit or through my own knowledge, that's the best feeling in the world. Knowing that I can solve my own issues, knowing that I don't have to ask for help as much or I don't have to depend on other people's knowledge. I can depend on my own knowledge or my own spiritual knowledge to solve my own issues and bring my own self peace when it comes to something I'm dealing with. That's the best feeling in the world. That's what makes me feel most independent. When I can come up with an answer that brings me peace and that solves my own issues and makes me feel like I'm doing my own thing. That's what I love about being spiritually and physically independent. The fact that a problem can come up and you can find a way to solve it without having to ask for help or without having to depend on anybody else to solve it. It may not be much to some people, but it means the world to me. Just coming up with a way to solve my own issues and being as independent as possible. Like I love every minute of it. Whether it can be as simple as getting in my own chair, brushing my own teeth, just doing things on my own and figuring out ways to solve my own issues in life and just being my own solvent is the best feeling in the world. It may be a little bit of independence that some people take for granted, but it's nothing that I take for granted. That's why I love working out every day and I love just being motivational and I love being powerful and just being my independent self as much as possible. That's what my family pushes me to do and that's what I push myself to do. There's nothing like being independent and just doing your own thing, getting up, being able to think for yourself, being able to do what you believe in, and having it work out. There's no better feeling in the world, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion from my personal spiritual experience, though.